Hi, this is Elliot from the Unusually Good Game Studio in Dunedin, New Zealand. During the most recent round of playtesting, we discovered something quite important and sobering, which was that Geoengineer was essentially too complex for what the gameplay actually offered. Like, players had to absorb the whole story, the interface, the atmospheric systems, and then the actual gameplay boiled down to placing modules, wiring them up, having the drones do everything automatically. And there were twists later on, but most players never stuck around long enough to find them. So today I want to show you what we've done about that and invite you to give it another go. We've addressed it in two ways. One is with a new machine, which is going to turn out to be more important than it sounds, I guess. The CO2 splitter. So carbon dioxide direct air capture. We can place some of these. A CO2 splitter is going to take that carbon dioxide and split it into oxygen, which is going to be released straight into the atmosphere, and carbon blocks, which it will take down to a sequestration hub. And the methane that previously the flare stack used to actually increase atmospheric CO2 from burning the methane, and now we are going to capture that and take the methane back to here. So the second and perhaps the bigger change is we've made the player responsible for how all this routing happens. You're in charge of the entire logistics. So we can say that the CO2 from the DAC unit here should maybe go to this one. We might wire these up in any way we like, but just for the sake of argument, let's do that, and we can take the carbon blocks down there. Oops, that one to there, and that one to there. And the methane is going to come from the scrubber to the flare stack, and then the CO2 is going to come from there into one or maybe all of these, bunch of these scrubbers. So I'm going to wire these up and show you how they work. Now that everything's powered up, you can see that the routes are visualized and animated, and the whole rig feels alive in a way that it didn't before. You can see how it's performing. You can see where the bottlenecks are. What we really need now is some more playtesting of this feature. We need to know, does this feel better? Is the network intuitive? Is the new flow clear and satisfying? Does it scratch the engineering itch that the old build didn't? If you played the previous version, then you're the perfect person to test this one. There's a link in the description and on itch.io. Please jump in, try the new systems, and help us shape the launch build, which is coming in about 4 weeks. Thanks again to everyone who's tried the game so far. Your feedback has genuinely reshaped Geoengineer in the best possible way.